What if I told you that nearly 80% of adults over 50 are slowly losing something more important than muscle, and they don't even know it yet? It's not just flexibility. It's not just aging. It's the silent shutdown of your body's ability to feel safe and alive inside itself. Every morning you wake up a little stiffer, a little slower, thinking it's normal. But science now shows this isn't aging. It's your nervous system quietly bracing for survival. And here's the terrifying truth. If you ignore it, that stiffness can spiral into chronic fatigue, balance loss, even faster cognitive decline. But the good news, you can reverse it, and it only takes one simple daily practice, just 1 minute a day, to start rewiring your body back to freedom. In this video, I'll show you exactly how. But before we dive in, let's pause for a second. Ask yourself, when was the last time your body felt truly free? Not flexible for a workout, but free in the way you could breathe without resistance, walk without fear, or bend without hearing your spine protest. That freedom isn't lost, it's simply locked underneath years of protection, and that's where our journey begins. Benefit 1. Reclaim your flexibility and what that really means. Flexibility after 50 isn't about touching your toes or showing off in yoga class. It's about how easily you move through life physically, emotionally, even mentally. As we age, we start to confuse stiffness with inevitability. We say, "I'm just getting old." But that's not entirely true. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that much of age-related stiffness comes not from the muscles themselves, but from how the nervous system holds tension as a defense. Your hamstrings aren't just tight, they're protective. They've learned to brace for years of stress pressure and emotional weight. Every time life demanded you stay strong, your body obeyed by holding itself together literally. Now imagine folding forward not to stretch, but to listen. Each breath becomes an act of permission. Each gentle descent tells your body it's safe now. And slowly the tension begins to unravel. What starts as a physical release turns into something far deeper: mental ease, emotional lightness, even clarity. You stop forcing control and start rediscovering flow. You don't just become more flexible in your body, you become more flexible in your life. You see, what most people call tightness is often something much deeper. It's the residue of decades of silent stress quietly stored inside the tissues of your body. Every time you held your breath through pain, pushed through exhaustion, or swallowed emotions you couldn't express, your nervous system recorded it. And instead of releasing it, it locked it away for safekeeping. Over the years, those invisible memories built walls of tension around your muscles, especially your hamstrings, the body's emotional armor. Science backs this up. Studies from the Mayo Clinic show that long-term stress causes micro-contractions along the back line of the body, the fascia and muscles that connect from your feet to your scalp. That means your posture, your balance, even your mood are quietly shaped by what your body refuses to let go. But the moment you begin this simple daily fold with awareness and breath, everything starts to shift. With each slow exhale, your nervous system hears a different message: you're safe now. You can release. And as that message repeats day after day, your body begins to believe it. You might notice warmth spreading down your legs, a tremor in your hands, or even tears rising unexpectedly. That's not weakness, that's healing in motion. It's the body's way of returning to balance. Over time, you'll feel the background tension in your shoulders, jaw, and hips start to melt away. You'll sleep deeper, move softer, and wake feeling like your body finally stopped fighting you. Because true recovery isn't about doing more. It's about allowing more. The stillness, the breath, the moment you finally exhale, that's where the real transformation lives. Mini hook. But once the body learns to let go of stress, it opens the door to something even more profound: the ability to rest, restore, and think clearly again. Once your body learns to let go, a deeper kind of balance begins to unfold. The nervous system that once shouted danger finally whispers rest. And when that happens, every cell in your body starts to recover. It's like flipping a hidden switch, the one that turns off survival and turns on serenity. Sleep becomes your first sign of healing. Most adults over 50 think insomnia, restless nights, or racing thoughts are just part of aging. But according to research from the Harvard Medical School, chronic tension keeps the body in a low-grade state of fight or flight even while you're trying to sleep. The result? Your brain stays alert, your muscles stay guarded, and you wake up exhausted before the day even begins. This daily forward fold changes that story. Each slow descent activates the ventral vagus nerve, the body's natural calm switch. Combined with deep rhythmic breathing, it tells your brain, you're safe, you can power down. Over time, your body remembers how to rest again. You fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up lighter, not just in body but in spirit. And here's where things get beautifully practical. When your nervous system feels safe, your brain stops reacting out of fear. Decisions come easier. Conversations feel smoother. Little things no longer trigger big storms. You think more clearly, feel more stable, and act from calm instead of chaos. This is how gentle movement turns into emotional intelligence, and why something as simple as a daily fold can improve everything from sleep to relationships. Because once the body learns peace, the mind follows naturally. And that harmony, that quiet alignment between what you feel and what you think becomes the foundation of real longevity and vibrant senior health. When your body begins to rest, it also begins to rebuild. Peace isn't passive, it's power restored. Once your nervous system learns to relax, your muscles can finally remember how to support you. That's when you start noticing something remarkable. You don't just feel calmer, you feel stronger. Most people believe falling is caused by weak legs or poor balance, but science tells a different story. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that 1 in 4 adults over 50 experiences a fall each year, yet the root cause often isn't strength at all. It's disconnection. Over time, the body loses its internal map, the link between your feet, your spine, and your sense of space. When that awareness fades, every step becomes uncertain, every movement a small gamble. This simple daily fold begins to reconnect that map. As you fold forward with awareness proprioception, your body's internal GPS switches back on. You start feeling where you are in space again. Your feet ground more firmly, your spine aligns naturally, your gait lengthens without effort. The curve of your back gently unwinds, your shoulders drop back where they belong, and suddenly, you're walking taller, steadier, prouder. And here's the quiet miracle. You're not forcing your body into posture. You're remembering it. The strength you thought you'd lost was never gone. It was simply asleep under layers of tension and fear. Each mindful breath wakes it up a little more. And as that connection deepens, confidence follows. You begin to trust your body again. You walk not like someone protecting themselves from falling, but like someone returning home to balance. Because independence after 50 isn't measured by how fast you move, it's measured by how much you trust your own steps. As your body regains balance, something far more subtle begins to rise. Your inner energy starts to move again. You can feel it in your breath, in the warmth behind your chest, in the quiet sense that you're no longer just surviving, you're participating in life again. That's the beauty of healing through movement. The more your body opens, the more you return. For many adults, over 50 years of responsibility, stress and loss have quietly dimmed that inner spark, the one that used to paint, to dance, to laugh easily. You didn't lose it because of age. You buried it to stay strong. But when the body finally softens, creativity floods back like spring water through thawing ground. You start to feel impulses you thought had vanished, to write, to walk at sunrise, to reach out, to dream again. This isn't imagination, it's physiology. The fascia that runs along your back line connects directly to your emotional centers through the nervous system. When it's tight, emotions stay trapped. When it releases, energy flows freely again. That's why after just a week of this daily fold, many people describe feeling lighter, inspired, more alive. You may notice warmth rising up your spine, a lump in your throat, or a sudden laugh you didn't expect. That's your emotional circuitry waking up. And perhaps the most moving part, this isn't a return to who you were, it's a reunion with who you still are. The creative, open, spontaneous version of you that was never lost, only waiting. Every gentle fold becomes an invitation. Come back, feel again, live again. Because at its core, this practice isn't about bending your body, it's about unfreezing your life. Now that you understand what this movement unlocks, let's bring it home into your body, into your day. This isn't a workout, it's a ritual, a conversation between your breath and your nervous system, your strength and your surrender. And you only need 1 or 2 quiet minutes. Start by standing tall with your feet about hip width apart. Feel the ground beneath you, the weight of your heels, the softness of your toes. Take a slow inhale through your nose for a count of 6, letting your ribs expand, your shoulders ease. On the exhale, count to 8 and feel your whole body soften. Do this twice more until your breath feels slow and steady like an ocean tide. Now place your hands gently on the tops of your thighs. Begin to fold forward, not to reach the floor, but to follow your breath. Keep your knees soft, your spine long. As your hands slide slowly down the back of your legs, let each touch remind your body, I'm safe. Go only as far as your breath stays calm. The goal isn't to touch your toes, it's to touch your awareness. Once you find your edge, that point where you feel sensation without strain, pause there. Breathe deeply. Inhale peace. Exhale resistance. Stay for 3 slow breaths. You might notice warmth trembling, even emotion rising. That's your nervous system releasing what it's held for too long. Don't fight it, just witness it. When you're ready, rise back up, slowly, one vertebra at a time, feeling every inch of your spine lengthen and awaken. When you reach a standing, close your eyes for a moment. Notice how different your body feels, lighter, quieter, maybe even more alive. That's not just muscle recovery, that's memory recovery. Do this once a day, morning or evening, whenever your body asks for it. Even 1 minute of mindful folding is enough to begin rewiring your entire system toward calm and flexibility. Over time, it won't just change how you move. It'll change how you exist. Transition 50-70 words. And while this fold may seem simple, its effects ripple far beyond the body. Because the real transformation isn't what you see in the mirror, it's what you begin to feel beneath your skin. The quiet confidence, the steady breath, the sense that your body isn't something to fix, but something to finally come home to. If you've made it this far, pause for a moment. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your breath in your chest. Because what you just learned isn't just another stretch, it's a return to yourself. Every time you fold forward with awareness, you're not just loosening muscles. You're unwinding stories, the kind your body has carried quietly for decades. Each exhale tells your nervous system, you don't have to fight anymore. And over time, your body starts to believe it. The stiffness softens, the breath deepens. You walk a little taller. You sleep a little easier. You feel more like you. Too often, society tells us that after 50, our best years are behind us. But your body has a different truth I remember how to open. I just needed you to ask. This daily fold, simple, gentle, mindful, is your way of asking. Every time you practice it, you remind your body that safety still exists, that vitality never left, and that peace is still waiting beneath the noise. And the changes you'll feel aren't small. You'll sleep deeper, move freer, think clearer. The world won't feel heavier anymore, because you'll be moving through it differently, from trust, not tension. From flow, not fear. If this message resonated with you, take a deep breath right now. Ask yourself, what part of my body is asking to be heard today? Leave your answer in the comments, because every story of awareness helps someone else find theirs. And if you know someone who's been fighting their own stiffness, share this video with them. Your simple act of sharing might be the start of their healing. Before you go, make sure to subscribe, not for algorithms, but for yourself. Because in the next video, we'll explore a 3-minute breathing ritual proven by science to calm your nervous system in under 90 seconds. It's the perfect next step to deepen everything you've just begun here today. So for now, breathe gently, move softly, and remember, you're not getting older. You're coming home.